Hi, Liz Eglin here. I've been getting a couple emails about how students can collaborate in teams. And again, there might be a better way to do this. I'm just going to show you what I've done in the past in Microsoft Teams, which is a part of Office 365. So I'm going to go to my sample class here. And the first thing I'm going to select is Classroom Notebook. And I will say I'm finding Teams to have slowed down and be a little choppy, and also Microsoft Forms, I guess because of the vast number of people using it. So again, if it doesn't look like this, usually just give it a minute and the rest of it should pop up. But the arrow that I think people are really having trouble finding is this right here, which is to the left of the title. Okay, so I want to click on this to open the navigation pane, and you'll see there is a folder here or a section that says collaboration space. And if you click on that, there's usually a bunch of stuff here you have to delete, but you can always add a new page. So I might just have a title like that, and then I might go in to my class and just say, what do you all think about the story? Just some kind of general question. And then students can all respond below. Now, what you need to know is this can get very slow with everybody on it at the same time. But people can edit other people's comments. So one student might say, I loved it, and I would have them put their names there and then ask them not to edit other students' comments unless they're going to, add to it in a constructive way or something like that. And students typically have a chat portion of it. And I know in my old class notebook, that was something I was not able to turn off. So the first few times you use it, students might get really distracted and they might start to put in different files and memes, which really slows it down. So again, if you need to stay focused, maybe give them a chance to play around with it, because there are some cool things you can do, like emojis. This is not something I've used, but I'm seeing there's even now an audio feature that you can use. And then, your audio is in this box. So again, those are great, but depending on your internet, that can really slow down the speed of using the collaboration section. Now, if you don't want students to be able to edit something, you need to put it in the content library, and then nobody can touch this. Nobody can edit these documents, but it's great as a reference. That they could use that. And I usually, when I distribute files, so say I want to distribute this into my student folders, I keep these for myself, and then I go to class notebook and I distribute the page into their notebooks. Okay, so say I want this in the practice work folder, and then I'm going to distribute. Okay, and I really can't delete that until I go into like every single folder on their end and delete it, and then I will find that in the student folders wherever I put it. Now again, that might take a little bit when you have a big class, especially I know like my 6th period has 30 students, and sometimes I would have to do that 2 or 3 times before it worked at school, because it was a lot more. But in my small class of like 9 or 10 students, it would immediately update. So again, I'm seeing this is not immediately syncing, and that's very unusual. So that is not a message I've ever seen. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time, and then if it doesn't work, I might try it again. And there's a lot of other features in here. People have been asking about sections. For me, the sections are just the part of the class notes. Okay, and for each class, for each class, I have a different team set up for them. Okay, so I hope that helps. Email me your questions or put them in the video below. Thanks so much for watching. Hang in there.